Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Ask Amity Show. And today we want to talk about the compensation that an executor or a personal representative would receive in a probate case. So if a loved one has passed and they did not leave a living trust, you will most likely have to go through probate in order to claim their assets. The fees that come with executing an estate in probate court depends on the total value of the estate. As an executor or the administrator of the estate, you can receive compensation for the services you perform to administer that estate.
So what is the executor's fee? The executor's fee is the portion of a deceased individual's estate that's paid to the decedent's executor for performing their duties in probate court. Executors are often referred to as personal representatives through the California Probate Court, but the responsibilities, liabilities, and compensation are the same as those of administrators and personal representatives. Some of the executor's duties include locating the assets that make up the estate, notifying the beneficiaries and heirs that the decedent has died, notifying the creditors of the decedent and paying off certain debts of the decedent, and transferring the remaining assets to the decedent's beneficiaries or heirs. These duties are overseen by the probate court, and the executors, administrators, and personal representatives can receive compensation for fulfilling these duties.
So how are the fees broken down? So again, the specific amount that an executor or a personal representative can receive varies considerably depending on the value of the estate. So under California Probate Code, the executor, administrator, or personal representative typically receives statutory compensation based on California law, which is calculated as the following. So 4% on the first 100,000, 3% on the next 100,000, 2% on the next 800,000, and 1% on the next 9 million. So for example, if an estate is worth $750,000, then the executor is entitled to approximately $18,000. So that would be $4,000 for the first 100, $3,000 for the second 100, and then $11,000 for the remaining $550,000 balance, giving you a total of $18,000. So according to California Probate Code, the value of the estate accounted for by the executor is the total amount of the appraisal value of the property in the inventory plus gains over the appraisal value on sales plus receipts minus any losses from the appraisal value without any reference to the encumbrance or obligations of the estate property. In other words, if the only asset in the estate is a piece of real property that is appraised at $750,000, and that property has a loan or mortgage on it with a balance owed of $450,000, then their estate would be similar to example number 2 above, because the appraised value of the property is $750,000. The mortgage and the loan against the property is not considered in calculating the estate value.
So if you need to learn more about how to start a probate case for a loved one, or if you have any questions about these type of compensations as an executor or administrator, feel free to give us a call. We'd be happy to discuss and answer your questions. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like our channel and subscribe. Thank you. Until next time.